go. No. Dude.
On April 15th, a man wanted in connection with a previous shooting sparked a dramatic chase with the Michigan State Police's 5th District Fugitive Team. Dashcam footage captured the pursuit through residential neighborhoods and the bustling streets of Kalamazoo as the suspect drove against traffic on Michigan Avenue, leaving a trail of adrenaline and danger.
Get out of there. Show me your hands.
Undeterred by the risks, the officers relentlessly pursued, demonstrating their unwavering commitment to public safety.
All right, he's running right there. Ditch the car and park.
The chase came to an end at the intersection of West Kalamazoo Avenue and North Park Street, where the suspect's vehicle crashed. Still determined to escape, Thrasher fled on foot but was swiftly apprehended by police, bringing the tense pursuit to a close. What seemed like a routine taxi ride quickly descended into chaos as language barriers and unexpected situations heightened tensions.
Yo, get the f*** out the car.
Wait, cancel the order?
That's it, my nigga.
When the passengers requested to sit in the back seat, the driver tried to explain that it was already filled with belongings. However, the language barrier made communication difficult, leading to a misunderstanding. Frustrated, the driver canceled the trip, which further fueled the passengers' dissatisfaction and anger. The situation spiraled out of control as the passengers, consumed by rage, resorted to physically assaulting the driver, turning a minor issue into a regrettable act of violence. This is an inspiring story of an Uber driver who went above and beyond to protect other road users. Late one night, the driver noticed a car swerving dangerously on the road, with the driver showing signs of intoxication. Instead of ignoring the situation, he quickly contacted the police, providing detailed information about the car's location.
And I don't know what the hell this guy's doing. I don't know if you can hear it.
What's that noise in the background?
That's him. His I don't know. He's trying to drive the car and it's not moving. You can probably hear it right now. It's like completely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Thanks to his prompt action, the police intercepted the vehicle, preventing a potential disaster. His actions not only ensured safety, but also highlighted the importance of collective responsibility in road safety. Today's story is about Will, an Uber driver who had to deal with a difficult passenger during one of his shifts. When Will picked up an elderly man, he had no idea the ride would quickly escalate into a tense situation. The passenger complained about the route, repeatedly insulted Will, and questioned his driving skills.
As long as you were going down the east side, there was nothing wrong with Park Avenue, and we've now spent 5 minutes on 132nd Street in traffic. And 5th Avenue looks like shit.
Well, sorry to hear that. You could have said something in the beginning.
The tension grew as the man used demeaning language, attempting to assert control over the situation. Instead of enduring further abuse, Will prioritize safety for both himself and the passenger.
And you seem like
Here's what's going to
a
happen.
sensitive snowflake.
I am a sensitive snowflake. You hurt my feelings. So
I
you gotta
apologize
exit
for
the
hurting
vehicle.
your feelings. It doesn't relieve what
You can have a nice day. Find yourself a better driver. There's plenty out there. I'm doing you a favor.
He politely pulled over and suggested the passenger find another driver who could better meet his needs, ending the ride professionally. This dramatic and heartbreaking story unfolded on the streets of Sheridan, Arkansas, during a high-speed chase between police and a defiant driver, ending in tragedy that shook the community. What began as a routine traffic stop took a sudden turn when the driver refused to comply and sped away. The chase escalated as the driver ran red lights, sped through crowded areas, and ignored all stop signals, endangering pedestrians and other drivers. Dashcam footage captured the chaos as the driver swerved dangerously through traffic while officers worked relentlessly to manage the situation and protect public safety. The pursuit ended tragically when the driver veered off the road into a ditch. Police quickly arrived at the scene, but the devastating consequences left a lasting impact on all involved. Like a scene from an action movie, the suspect raced down Highway 1037 at speeds over 150 miles per hour, 240 kilometers per hour, weaving through federal traffic and narrowly avoiding major accidents. In a bold move, he abruptly turned into the wrong lane and sped off, leaving police unable to continue the pursuit. Despite his car sustaining severe damage, including a broken bumper and flat tires, the suspect drove on as if nothing had happened.
Up 22, he's going the wrong direction, running about 100 plus.
Even with only 3 wheels functioning, he managed to cross the state line, forcing police to abandon the chase. Albert Castro, an Uber driver, faced a nerve-wracking ride when his intoxicated passenger, Vang, suddenly became dangerous. As the journey progressed, Vang's behavior grew increasingly erratic.
Stuck in the middle of the freeway, I have a crazy drunk Uber passenger. Nope.
The situation reached its peak when Vang attempted to seize control of the steering wheel, putting everyone in grave danger.
No, dude!
Desperate, Castro pleaded with Vang to let go, warning him of the catastrophic consequences. With no other option, Castro bravely stopped the car on the highway, risking everything to ensure safety. Around 2 a.m., Jonathan Carroll, an Uber driver in Phoenix, received a request to pick up a passenger in the Laveen area. At first, it seemed like an ordinary ride, but it quickly spiraled into chaos. Tensions arose over a disagreement about the pickup location, escalating into a heated argument. The atmosphere grew increasingly hostile, and suddenly, the passenger attacked Carroll from the back seat. Despite the assault, Carroll displayed remarkable composure, refusing to retaliate with violence. The suspect was eventually apprehended by authorities and held accountable for their actions, bringing an end to a turbulent night. If you're a fan of the original Fast and Furious, you'll immediately recognize this scenario. A classic street race is taking place, and a police officer attempts to stop the race quickly.
Hey, Ralphie, sport. He's got a pretty good jump on you. You lose sight of him. 10-22. Yeah.
However, he stays on the tail of the racers, chasing them through city streets. His persistence eventually pays off when he crashes into the suspect's car after a collision. The problem, however, is that the driver had already abandoned the car and fled on foot. While the chase continues on the ground, let's be realistic, it's too late. The suspects have already escaped, and despite the efforts of a tracker and a police dog, it seems impossible to catch them. This was an unconventional police chase, as there were no highways and the roads were narrow. Many would think of driving into the forest to escape, but that was never a great option. So, who would come out on top in this race? At this point, both the police and the suspect were looking for an escape route. With no reason to prolong the chase, the police car made an attempt to maneuver into position. However, as the officers tried to ram the suspect's car to force it to stop,
what you thought before, what are they doing? E16 fumble. If I just had a field pit, I'm on.
They ended up being pushed off the road. In the end, after all the efforts, the suspect had successfully escaped. One evening in Corpus Christi, a state trooper was patrolling the highway when he spotted a 1995 green Chevy Suburban speeding down the road. The tension was palpable as the vehicle suddenly crashed into a wall. To make matters worse, flames began to engulf the car.
Call out the passenger side, bro. Your car's on fire. Look at your hood. Dude, you're on fire. Come on. Come on, man. Come this way. No. Come to me. Go out the passenger side. Come on. Let's go.
Without hesitation, the officer acted swiftly, moving toward the burning vehicle with incredible courage. He smashed the window with a baseball bat and approached the car, never losing focus. Inside, he saw a 29-year-old man trapped. With a quick move, the officer climbed into the car, and two others arrived to help pull the man from the burning wreckage. Once rescued, the man was immediately rushed to a nearby hospital for treatment. In the quiet of the night, a TXDPS officer witnessed a sudden surge of tension when a Chevrolet Silverado abruptly stopped in the middle of the road. As the officer approached, both doors of the truck swung open simultaneously, and around 8 undocumented immigrants quickly jumped out and sprinted toward the nearby bushes. The atmosphere was charged with intensity as the night grew darker. The situation reached its peak when the driver from Uvalde made a desperate attempt to flee. Spotting him running along the roadside, the officer immediately launched into pursuit. The chase was short-lived, and the police quickly apprehended the driver, who now faces serious charges, including evading arrest and human trafficking. Amy Torres, 36, became the focus of a high-speed chase in Wisconsin after being caught driving over the speed limit on the highway. Attempting to evade police, Torres sped across a bridge into Minnesota, but her escape was cut short when her car ran out of fuel.
Turn the music down. Why are you driving like that?
Upon inspection, officers discovered illegal substances and prohibited paraphernalia inside her vehicle.
I suppose
just quit. I think I ran out of gas.
Suppose when you're going over 100, it burns it up pretty fast.
Yeah. Yeah, she didn't know she was in Wisconsin.
Huh.
So if you want, you could go elude it.
With clear evidence against her, Torres was charged not only with traffic violations, but also with serious banned substance-related offenses. The dash cam captured the scene of a man walking through a busy crowd. Suddenly, a thief approached from behind, swiftly snatching the necklace off the neck of a woman walking ahead. The woman, startled, turned around, shouting and trying to chase after him, but the thief quickly ran through the traffic and disappeared into the crowd. A nearby driver rushed to assist, but was unable to catch the thief. The incident left bystanders feeling uneasy and fearful, as the boldness of the thief's actions created a sense of insecurity among those who witnessed it. The dash cam captured the scene of a black car parked in an empty parking lot. A man wearing a hat and lowering his head to avoid being seen approached the car. He quickly opened the door, took something from inside, and then returned to his own car, parked nearby. It seemed the incident was over, but just a few minutes later, he came back again. This time, he opened the car door once more and took additional items. Both actions were carried out silently, leaving the car owner unaware until it was too late to notice what had happened. On April 7, 2021, in La Crosse, Wisconsin, police received a report about a vehicle running a red light. Upon approaching the car, officers noticed that the driver exhibited clear signs of white flower use, including abnormally constricted pupils.
Sorry,
I'm just gonna,
figuring out what you
yeah,
need.
I'm just gonna ask you some questions right now, okay?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, where are you coming from today?
So I'm coming from a girlfriend's house.
Okay, can you put your left hand up on the wheel there? Okay.
A closer inspection led officers to open the car door, where they discovered several small foil packages containing illegal substances, with undeniable evidence.
Have you had anything to... What'd you say?
So are you going back to your car or you're pulling
Yeah.
off your fields right now?
I'm gonna go back and then I will eventually, if you want to talk to him.
The suspect was arrested on the spot and taken to the local jail for processing. On a remote mountain road in Mexico, the quiet night was suddenly shattered by a haunting sight. The headlights of a car illuminated a mysterious figure standing in the middle of the road, a person or something humanoid engulfed in bright red flames. The fiery glow lit up the surrounding area, creating an eerie and terrifying scene. Stunned and overwhelmed, the driver slammed on the brakes, unable to look away from the burning figure ahead. But in the blink of an eye, the fiery apparition vanished into the darkness as if it had never existed, leaving behind a chilling silence and an unshakable sense of unease. Locals often refer to this phenomenon as the Burning Witch, a character from the region's eerie legends, believed to be the embodiment of vengeful spirits or a mysterious supernatural entity. However, the identity and purpose of the flaming figure remain unanswered, adding to the story's unsettling mystery. In Texas, a police car's dash cam recorded a concerning incident where a vehicle ahead suddenly swerved and braked sharply to avoid an obstacle on the road. As the police officers approached, they discovered that the obstacle was an unconscious woman lying directly in the middle of the road. Sergeant Scott quickly arrived at the scene, woke her up, and helped her to her feet. It appeared that she was intoxicated. She had earlier driven her car into a nearby ditch and then wandered onto the road before collapsing. Thankfully, she was not hit by any vehicles before she was rescued. In 2016, during the height of the creepy clown craze sweeping across America, a family in South Yorkshire had a terrifying encounter they would never forget. While driving home late at night, their headlights illuminated a strange sight. A clown standing in front of their car, initially appearing friendly as it waved at them. However, moments later, the clown's demeanor changed abruptly and it began charging toward their vehicle. Reacting quickly, the family reversed their car and sped away, managing to escape the unsettling situation. This chilling experience became an unforgettable tale for the family and anyone who saw the footage. A video from 2020 in Calais, France, captured a dramatic incident on the highway. A truck was driving when it was suddenly blocked by a group of people using rocks and tree branches, attempting to force the driver to stop. However, instead of yielding, the driver chose to accelerate and plow through the obstacles to escape. The individuals blocking the road were believed to be illegal migrants hoping to sneak into the truck for unauthorized transport to the UK. This incident was not isolated, as numerous other dash cam recordings have documented similar events in the area. Over the years, local authorities have worked to address the issue, but the situation persists, raising ongoing concerns about security and safety in the region. In 2000, a mysterious incident occurred in Garden City during a police pursuit. Officers were chasing a car down a narrow road that ended in a cul-de-sac. When they reached the dead end, they witnessed an unbelievable sight. The car's taillights seemed to vanish as if it had passed straight through a solid fence. Strangely, the fence remained completely intact, showing no signs of impact or damage. This baffling event quickly became a local legend, earning the name the Garden City Ghost Car. To this day, It remains one of the most puzzling and unexplained mysteries, defying all logical explanations.
Okay, where are you coming from today?
Son coming from a girlfriend's house.
Okay, can you put your left hand